This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Nice. And then voice memo or no voice memo?
I don't think so.
Sweet.
We're just gonna go
Keep
for
it
it.
simple. All right.
Keep it super simple. Jake's like, do you want redundancy or do you just want to like throw caution to the wind and just, you know, hope for the best? I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Questions have been rolling in on Twitter all morning. Frank Menken, what was your first camera and how did it change your view on filmmaking? How does the limitations it had still influence you today?
My memory's terrible, so you're gonna have to reread them, but my very first camera technically was probably just borrowing my dad's dad cam.
Yes.
VHS over the shoulder, but
Yeah.
once I was taking it serious, the first camera was the Canon 80D.
80D. I always love it because it sounds like ADD.
ADD.
The limitations that it had, how does that still influence what you do today?
Man, I didn't feel limited at all with that camera.
Yeah.
I mean, even now, currently, like, I just get bored with gear and specs. I don't know that the limitations or lack thereof of a camera changes my style that much. In order of importance, it's always like, as boring as it is to say, it's always lighting and composition first. And then you pair that with like music and conveying an emotion.
Yeah.
Like after that, the specs don't matter.
Let's go. Jack Stoles asks, what has been the most surprisingly beautiful place you've landed during your van ventures?
Oh,
Or one of the most?
awesome.
The most
question.
is so hard. Like the most is so, but one of the most.
Man, probably the top of Teton Pass. It's still like the cover photo on my channel and my website. Perfect campsite with a bunch of friends. Fire right on the ridge. There's like a fire lookout tower that we could climb up. Spent the whole week there mountain biking to the bottom and then hitchhiking back up to the top just all day. It was so good. It was paradise.
Amrita asks, she loves your work and your stories.
Thank you.
How do you plan out your videos? We've gotten this other times too. How do you plan out your videos, and is there a storytelling structure that you follow?
I still ask myself that all the time. And I'm going through it right now with Cody, trying to figure out what we're filming today. And I think the most important method that I've just recently come to understand is recognizing that you might have an A story and a B story. So right now, me and Cody are running all over New York City, doing a bunch of things, and I'm just trying to like capture things that are aesthetically pleasing or interesting moments. But I know once I'm editing the video, we've been capturing the B story all day. And then once I'm editing the video, that's when I'll tell the A story. And it'll probably come from voiceover or it'll come from a formal interview that we do a little later today. Part of it might be bad habits on my side, but it seems like my default is film an experience, film the cool, beautiful parts, and then tell the A story later.
Real quick about the sponsor, Squarespace. It's your online website building platform. Everything you need to do to build a professional looking website right on the internet. Fantastic templates on there, make you look super professional without having to know how to code, which is like very important for me. I recently just added an online shop as well as their scheduling feature, both super simple to use and very versatile. It just helps you make money as a creator, which is fantastic. You can house your portfolio there, email list building and marketing. If you want to try it out, go to squarespace.com/CodyWarner, and then when you're ready to buy, use the code CodyWarner to get 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace, thanks again. I hate doing that in front of people.
Dude, good props for you. You killed it, man.
Let's
I was
go,
like,
baby.
Dang, watching the pro at work right now.
Awesome. All right, Kurt Gilbertson says, you have a unique perspective. What do you credit, your unique perspective and how you see the world to?
Thank you for that. I mean, everyone has a unique perspective. I think it's just a matter of if you share it or not. I don't feel like mine is unique. Every time I'm making a video or telling a story, my instinct is like, oh, everyone knows this. But you have to remind yourself that you do have a unique perspective, and maybe also alternatively that if you have a thought or a perspective, chances are pretty good that other people resonate with it and will feel similarly to you. So what was the question?
Where did yours come from?
Living life and being paying attention to your life, I think. I guess. I don't know. Man, these are hard questions.
Yeah, it's Twitter. That's Twitter for you.
Yeah.
Elon Musk owns it now, so everything's harder. I don't know what that
I
means.
don't know what that means.
Shane Fay says, how do you keep growing your craft?
Just doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it never feels easier. I always think like maybe I'm learning, maybe I'm getting better, and I am learning, but it just feels hard, and you got to push through it and just keep doing it. And the growth of like getting better isn't gonna be linear. It's not like every video you make you get better and better and better. It's like you might have a spike of getting better and then you just plateau and you don't know, and you just gotta keep doing it.
Mikey Cook says, what's your thought process when you film? I would like you to answer from the perspective of like, tell us what's really going through your head. Like today, the whole day you've been filming, like what's been eating at you? What's going through your mind, your thought process?
Today might be a unique situation because we're in New York City and I'm just like, let's film that and that and that. And so on a day like today, I think I'm mainly looking for two things. I'm looking for really nice compositions, like shots that leave an impact. Visual stunners. Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good thing. I think a lot of filmmakers would say that's bad because you get distracted by that and you miss the story, but I love that. And then the second thing I look for is just like fun, authentic moments. I feel like frustrated answering these because I could talk for like an hour on each of these questions because they're such like good topics.
Maybe it's time to film a masterclass. Maybe that's what we need from you. Do you sculpt more during the shoot or sculpt more during the edit?
Definitely during the edit. Yeah, I'll, if I have time on a video, I do a lot of back and forth, and it's hard to watch a video because you see the end product and you're like, whoa, how did they get that all to line up?
Yeah.
But my process, if I have the time, is like film a little, go into the edit, like try to put this puzzle together, and then be like, oh, I should get a couple more things and piece it all together. Probably not the best for like traditional filmmaking, but for YouTube filmmaking, for me, it's like, it really comes together in the edit after I've filmed. And I think I also want to add, like, voiceover is such a powerful tool in that. And not even traditional, like, pure voiceover, but that's why so many of my videos is me sitting in my van talking as the video unfolds. Because usually after I've filmed the experience, I'll just sit in my van and, like, share thoughts on it and recap it.
Yeah.
And that really helps, like, piece together the whole thing.
How much time do you think it takes you to edit your videos? Abilash Marici says.
Oh, what's up? I know that dude.
Yeah?
Yeah. I probably know a bunch of these people, but
yeah.
I need to see the profile.
Right.
As much time as I give myself to do it.
Parkinson's Law.
Yep, Parkinson's Law. Unfortunately, I know I could do videos in a day. If I let myself, I'll take a whole year for a video.
Right.
On average, I feel like for me, the ideal span is like 10 to 14 days. I feel like that gives me the time to really sculpt something and put work into it, but not allow myself to like get too nitpicky.
Yeah,
that's the sweet spot for me.
Yeah.
10 to 14 days.
That's beautiful, man. Carolyn Cram says, no questions, just appreciation.
Oh man, I know her too. Thank you.
Awesome. Nick Friend says, how do you manage to balance feeding the monster that is the YouTube algorithm with making videos and artwork that satisfy you as a creator?
You just have to remember that the algorithm is just a massive human beings. I was actually talking with Patrick Tommaso.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
That's what I say.
You gotta remind yourself you're not that unique and special. Like if you have that thought, chances are there's a lot of other people that resonate with it. So I try to make things I care about, but also like try to have it be packaged in a way that's like understandable. Like my videos almost always start with just like what's a reminder I need to hear and like a lesson I've learned or need to be reminded frequently.
Yeah.
And if I can make a video that packages that reminder, then hopefully that appeals to more people than just me.
Love it, dude. Thank you so much. It's been so amazing watching you grow, and thanks for putting out content, man.
Man, thank you. Thanks for meeting up with me, and thanks so much for the question. Seriously, that's crazy. Means a lot.
Let's get it. That was perfect to know like how hard that was, because like I mean, granted, it's New York City, so people do crazy stuff. No one's listening or caring at all. But it is not comfortable to sit on a dock and talk to a camera. No.